Okay, so we're finally gonna get started on this whole van build thing. What?
You want me to film it?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Torx bits.
Do you want to be in it?
No.
Okay.
I'm alright.
So we went to the hardware store to get a little screw for...
No, a Torx bit.
Oh, just kidding. A Torx.
T-O-R-X.
So we went to the hardware store. We got the torque bits. Torx that we needed. Because we want to pull all of this off so we can put in some windows and insulation and whatnot. And when we were at the hardware store, we ran into Dynama Ultima, which is crazy. We ran into them in our hometown at a hardware store. It was crazy, and they definitely inspired us. Just like seeing their van and talking to them definitely gave us the uplift that we needed.
I don't know, I'm afraid to start doing this stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
But let's show a little before van build tour. Real quick, ready, go. So what we have is a 2014 170-inch wheelbase Freightliner Sprinter. That's my dad.
Like the way I imagined it being is that this will sit, but this doesn't sit in here.
Yeah. And it's only gonna get further away too.
Yeah, and it doesn't sit in here. Because the outline you cut is this.
Unless we put this.
This has to sit down in this
glass on the inside.
This lip
Sits on the inside.
will be on the out. This will sit on the outside of the van.
Inside.
Yeah. Inside. It's gotta be on the inside.
Yeah. Huh? So this window has a little bit of give, so we're trying to get some foam to stuff that in there and hold it, just like that.
Yeah,
I think the task just seems a lot more intimidating and daunting than it actually is. Would you say?
The windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Nice.
But basically, yeah, and then once you get all those screws in, then that's what will tighten the window in.
Yeah.
Is just to have something between the clamp ring and the window and the wall of the van.
Yeah. Okay. taking Alex Plus and putting it in the little gaps, just like we did the other one, although these gaps are a lot smaller because the window gap is just, we bought it that way. So.
Well, it's because it's not a flat surface.
Tomorrow we're working on insulation, so it's gonna be a long van weekend. Is it clear?
It's flashing. Oh, the battery's almost dead though.
I'll go fast. Okay, so today we're doing the insulation, and we're using a 2-inch foam board to fill in gaps, and then we're using spray foam to fill in the gaps around the foam board. The reason we used this type of insulation, because if you look at a lot of van conversion videos, there's a lot of different types of insulations. We used this because we thought it would be, comes with a cat. Dal, why did we choose this? It seems easiest, most efficient, and the best way to get a lot of good insulation. Okay. Cat. Can I explain what's going on?
Yeah.
So we're in Belgium town, right?
Uh-huh.
We see these like 10 decked out Sprinter vans caravanning up Highway 70, and we're like, whoa, look at that, that's so cool, I've never seen that before. Sure enough, they pull into Belton town, and it turns out there's a little van meetup in Concow, and they invited us. So first van meetup, this is like unreal. Alright, so it's been a while. I don't remember what we last showed with the build. I think we were doing insulation. We've made a little bit more progress with the insulation. We did some wiring, and I don't know, we've been making some progress. We're definitely ready to keep the ball rolling, and we're gonna have our friend Max weld a roof rack for us so we can put on our solar panels. So we need to buy the materials for that. We're also gonna have him weld a bed frame so we don't have to deal with any wood for a bed frame. So that's probably gonna be the next steps. It's a slow start, but the ball's rolling, and we got a lot of the expensive stuff out of the way first, and so we can make a lot more progress. Hopefully we can finish up the insulation today. Definitely this weekend though. We'll show you that and show you what we chose for insulation, because we definitely changed our minds because we went to a van meetup last weekend, which was kind of crazy. We just kind of stumbled upon all these Sprinter vans, and we're like, hey, cool vans, look at our van. And they were like, cool, come to this meetup, it's an open group. So we did, and we talked to a lot of people who were in the middle of their builds or had finished their builds, and we got a lot of input from them. And it's nice because, I don't know if I've said this before, but are you listening to me, Dal?
Yeah.
Not that you have to, I don't know. I feel like it's like a little diary moment, and I feel like it was good to talk to those people, because building a van is pretty hard, especially when it's all new. It's exciting, but it's also pretty stressful, and we're building our first home, and we want everything to be perfect, but at the same time, it was nice seeing these vans over the weekend that were really nice and great, but they weren't perfect. And they were still making adjustments and stuff. So it just kind of reminds us that it doesn't need to be perfect, and just gotta make definitive decisions and just do it. So, have you seen Scout lately? Hey, Scout. So we've gone ahead with this 2-inch foam board. Oh, we also left our mark for life. We put spray adhesive on the back side and stuck it up. And then we also put spray foam to fill in some gaps. But the spray foam is kind of a pain in the ass. It's really messy. It gets everywhere. and it's also pretty expensive. So we also bought this, call it fiber, it's basically this stuff to fill in some more gaps. That way we don't have to use as much spray foam.
After we roll our vapor barrier on,
Do you want to explain what our vapor barrier is?
yeah, we decided against Reflectix after talking to someone who had done a build. And really, all you need is a vapor barrier. And I said, well, why not just house wrap? It's a water barrier so that your breathing, if it's cold outside, is going to create condensation against any cold surface like this metal here. So if you put this vapor barrier over this cold surface, it stops the water from your breath from touching the metal, turning to liquid and then dripping down the side and then getting your foam all moldy. And the reason for it being semi-permeable, not just using like plastic, is that any water that does get back behind here, you actually still want to be able to let it get out. So you don't want to completely seal it. It's got to be water resistant but breathable.
Yeah. And who knows? I mean, maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. It's our first build.
Yeah,
So.
I mean...
So today we put in our floors. We bought laminate to put on top. We put in our nicer fake groove stuff. Dallas put in our ceiling earlier. We have this wall. Basically just have one more wall. There's gonna be cabinets right there, so that doesn't matter. I think it's time to do a little update of the van progress. I don't remember the last time that we pulled the camera out to give an update. Dallas built a taller bed frame, more sturdy, gives us a good amount of space here, but more storage underneath there. This is our couch bench in the making. Dallas built that too. It's gonna extend about to here. Counter, oh, battery's gonna die. It's gonna go here. We have a fridge. I think it's like 130 liters. Isotherm. And we have this cool wall here where our curtain is gonna slide into. And it's got a map shelf right there. It's currently cleaning. And we're trying to work on the van again today. Maybe do the counter. And we're currently in Magalia, California. Can you think of anything else? Yesterday was the first day that we were able to go back up to Paradise, and it's been